campsite at Dandora. The rest, the solid waste of nearly 2.5 million residents, remains unaccounted for. One social enterprise has developed an innovative waste management model to encourage the recycling and composting of Nairobi's trash. Globally, the rate of waste generation is on an all-time high. Currently, the world produces over 2.12 billion tons of garbage, and this number is expected to triple by the end of this century. Now, earth landfills are overflowing and corrupting the environment. And in this episode, we feature great ideas that are paving the way to a zero-waste future. Here's Anne Mashara's report on the environment.
Our planet is threatened. The effects of human impact on Earth are already visible, with increasing carbon emission and massive garbage patches floating in our water bodies can all be overwhelming. Pollution is pervasive, and we have come to accept it as a byproduct of industrialization. It's time to wake up to its negative impacts on our health and economy. What can we do as individuals? We need transportation, we need food, we need shelter. Long-term solutions often entail a level of sacrifice that most people aren't willing to make. Whereas short-term solutions can feel like putting a band-aid on trauma wound, this situation demands a global shift in mindset. Locally, Kenya wants to quickly escape poverty to recapture its global position. It is fueling its economy at full speed, regardless of the consequences. And the environment watchdogs are not happy, and they are not sitting back and watch anymore. This year's World Environment Day has commemorated in Nairobi, Kenya's capital, home to 3 million residents and 30,000 newly registered vehicles every day. According to Deputy Director Environmental Education, Information and Public Participation, air pollution presents a global problem, causing an estimated of 5.5 million premature deaths worldwide, 1 in every 10 total deaths. Given the lack of air quality data in low and middle income countries, local governments often struggle to understand how air pollution impacts on urban residents or factor air pollution concerns into urban planning.
Not many people appreciate what really happens when we talk of air pollution. But this year, because last year we had the issue of plastic pollution, and this year is on air pollution. The purpose of this is to create necessary public awareness on air pollution, which is a silent killer, in fact a prolific killer. It kills like 7 million globally. That is the statistic given by UN Environment. When you talk of 7 million, then you might ask, this is really great, but not very many people appreciate what happens when you are exposed to air pollution, because it contains both outdoor, which we call ambient air pollution, and indoor air pollution, which is also very serious when it comes to indoor pollution, especially with communities who are using biomass fuels.
On his part, NEMA Board Chairman John Konchela noted that currently, industry-wide pollution is occurring at a scale never seen before in history. As a result, many of the chemical pollutants now found in the atmosphere have not been fully tested for safety or evaluated for the effects on the health of people globally.
Is that the environment is kept to the highest standards of cleanliness, and would wish this to be replicated in our other places of work, our places of living, and especially in the estates where we live. And you notice that a lot of people just dump wastes annually, but in the golf course you realize that even bins are provided for ensuring that we don't dump our waste annually. So we want the same replicated in industry, we want the same replicated in our places of business, we want the same replicated in our estates. And that way, therefore, we can be able to attain a much cleaner environment.
Even as a company, we've taken measures to make sure that we operate on very clean environment for our employees so that we also give out very good products.
Faced with the problem of air pollution, environmental stakeholders seek to promote cycling, once the dominant mode of travel in Kenya. But as governments commit to combating air pollution, developing countries such as Kenya are faced with emerging problems such as increasing population, degradation of the environment, the likelihood of a resource scarce, and climate change. All this only promises a dreaded cycle of environmental harm.